Were Doom, 9th level cleric spell. 1d4 creatures are infected with lycanthropy.
I like it. They might like it too, though. That could be a.
No, it's second edition. That's the bad lycanthropy.
Not like Hunter's Electric
Yeah,
Wolf.
yeah. It's more like Werewolf in London kind of looking lycanthropy. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a werewolf.
I ate a bunch of kids. What? All right.
That was my mom.
Let's recap. There's. It's on a conference call. Oh, that's right. Sorry, forgot. See you soon. Alrighty. All right, recap. What do we do? You disembarked on a 5-day journey from Baldur's Gate to Candlekeep. You were beset along the way by a Cambion disguised as a farmer who was after the shield of the Hidden Lord. After tricking Thorbrek with magic into trading the shield for 2 sacks of rotten potatoes, you discovered the creature's true identity and battle ensued. His ability to fly, though, proved too much for the group, and after toying with you from above, he headed off to the south. It struck you as odd as he had mentioned returning the shield to Baldur's Gate, which was from the direction you came, and to the north. Your journey continued, and you came across massive holes in the ground and were attacked by a burrowing bullet. You brought all of your powers to bear and eventually felled the massive beast by a well-timed, powerfully charged guiding bolt from the hands of Tradus. Your journey comes to its end as you approach the fortress of knowledge, Candlekeep. So, I forgot about that. I'm glad I did the recap right after we played the game, because I forgot all about that guiding bolt, that overpowered guiding bolt.
Yeah, I wish I'd had it prepared for the Cambion fight, but
yeah.
still at me.
Alrighty. So, Candlekeep. I guess you make your way towards the castle. Rhea in tow, of course. As you approach, you see at the gatehouse, you're greeted by 3 monks, one of which is a human, another a shield dwarf, and the third and final one, a sun elf. Around their necks hang holy symbols of Denir, the god of writing, whose symbol is a lit candle above an open eye. And the elf looks at you and sort of nods and has his hand sort of like in his sleeves. Welcome to Candlekeep. A gift is required from those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or scroll that isn't already in the library's archives. Please present your gift for inspection.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds more like extortion. Don't we have something for him?
Yeah. Let me check the back.
He just sort of smiles, poker face.
The Apocalypto book. We pull that out and hand it to him. I will delete it out of our party.
Okay. He takes the book and looks at you.
This is my 5th one. This sucks.
One moment while I confer with my associates. And he kind of turns his back, and they sort of walk off just a little bit out of earshot. You can hear them mumbling and going over something and
Holy
nodding.
shit, he got one of these?
And can't really quite make out the words, but then they all nod their heads, and they say one after the other, I agree, I agree, I agree. And they go and they open the door. The elf kind of raps on the gate, and it slides open slowly. And he sort of bows slightly and says, "Welcome to Candlekeep."
Thank you.
It worked.
All right. So you make your way inside of Candlekeep, and much like the picture, it's set into the end of this sort of cliff here. Huge buildings and lots of gardens, and it's a very beautiful place. When you get in proper, you walk around. Everything is just sort of tall. Some of these buildings are bigger even than the ones you've seen in Baldur's Gate, particularly towards the back near the sea. And you sort of overcome by the beauty of the place. And Fallister Fisk is there, and I thought I saw some art for him earlier that I thought was pretty cool. Let's see. No, that's okay. I saw it somewhere. Oh, I saw it in the book. So Fallister says, head on over to the hearth and rest up a bit, have a drink, treat yourselves to a bath. And he kind of looks at you all. Feel free to take in the beauty of the fine city, but don't stray too far. I'll go talk to Silvira and meet you back here first thing in the morning. And with that, he kind of gives a curt bow and disappears into the crowd.
Look at what's his name that's with us. Lead on.
I don't know. I don't quite trust that guy. What about you, Rhea?
Rhea kind of looks at him. She kind of squints her eyes as he leads off. Well, we made it to Candlekeep. We got in the door. He hasn't led us astray so far. I could use a bath. Let's head on over to...
We think alike.
Let's head on over to this place called the Hearth. He said it's just around the corner here.
That sounds excellent.
And sure enough, as his directions were true, you find a bar, tavern, and the signage out front indicates that it's the Hearth. And as you go in, you notice this pub has a low ceiling supported by massive wooden cross beams, narrow shuttered windows, a large fire pit in the middle of the room, surrounded by maybe a half dozen tables, matching benches. And you notice, too, it's quiet. It's not like a lot of the bars in Baldur's Gate and different places. It's very quiet, and there are stacks of books on shelves and things up against the wall. And you see people reading and talking very quietly, hushed, almost as if it were a library. And
Sharon will go through the library and find some interesting book high up on the shelf. And just show off with Mage Hand, pull one off, and then start reading it.
Okay. So you pull a book off the shelf. It's about the local flora and fauna. And
very interesting. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And you see other people reading too. In fact, the barkeep strikes you as odd, but is a full-grown ogre, and he has sort of like a headband, not a tiara, but like like a Beastmaster sort of like a headband that goes around, made of some sort of silvery metal. And you see the back of his book, the title, it says "The Sum of Theology."
What is that sitting over there?
He's just sitting there reading and just kind of cocks an eyebrow. And he looks over at you and, not like any ogre you've heard if you had, says, "Do come in. What may I do for you, fine folks, today?"
Sharon will kind of cower behind Rhea. What? Why is he allowed in here for? Doesn't his kind eat small creatures?
He has glasses on, like the little half ones, so he can peer over it. And he takes them off and sighs. "New in town, I see."
Why, yes.
"Don't be afraid. Come here, little one."
No! I'm stringy. I'm telling you.
In fact, that's what they call me. Little one.
Stringy?
What?
I would say stringy.
Yes. Are you interested in a room? Some information about why I'm here? Curious one? A drink, maybe?
Well, I could go for a drink.
You're very articulate for an ogre.
I'm not like my brethren, although I used to be. Until this, and he sort of taps the headband.
Hey, guys.
Hey!
What's up?
Hey,
Hey.
Hey, Chris. You want to...
Yeah, so we've entered Candlekeep, and they've walked into a bar, a tavern, while Fallister goes to talk with Salvira. You have the day and the night to spend in Candlekeep while he confers with her. He's going to meet you there in the morning.
My God, is there a guy at the bar who's got shoulders like that? That's massive. What the hell's going on with that jump?
Another one of your guests late to the party, I see. I was telling your little friend you're new in town. I once was like my brethren until this. And he looks down at Saren and says, I keep the name Little One after the halfling I killed to get it.
I knew it.
Don't be alarmed. Like I said, was a creature much like my brethren, all of lust and hate and anger, hunger. In fact, it led me to kill that poor halfling. And when I put his circlet on my head, I gained tremendous insight, intelligence. And
I thought you were going to say when you ate him.
No, I won't go down without a fight.
And it led me to a new path, changed my ways. It led me here. I hate the creature I was before, but there you have it. There's my story. Everyone in the town knows, but sometimes new folks are taken aback by me when they come here. So, ale.
Nope, not all ogres are bad, but drinks for all of us, please.
So what are you saying? A new piece of jewelry and now you have a conscience?
Just gonna say that.
Don't be rude.
He looks down at you and bends his head low and leans over the bar. And you could feel his hot breath in your face. And he says, yes.
You burned down ships, knowing that we let you stay with us.
It was by accident.
Uh-huh.
So have you ever
halfling by accident?
Have you ever thought about taking it off and seeing what's what?
I'll never take it off again, as long as I live.
Again? Did you take it off once?
No.
What are we talking about? Now take it off. So listen to these guys.
So rooms. You said rooms were available as well?
Yes, we have 4 currently. And Rhea is like, I will take one by myself, please.
Yes, that's fine. We'll take all 4.
Do you have a bath for us all to use? A big one at the same time?
No, it's more of a private affair. You could be in the same rooms, but it's divided by curtains, for modesty's sake.
Aren't all baths big to you, Saren?
What do you say? I just didn't hear you. Something was going on. What'd you say, Ito?
Oh,
Aren't all baths big to you, Saren?
Well, yes. I could fit in with, anybody who has room.
As he's staring at.
On that note,
Rhea snatches the key from the oven and stomps upstairs. I'll wait till you're all done. And he holds out his hand and says, you're a guest of Candlekeep, but we do have to keep the lights on. Pay what you like.
How many beds are in the rooms? Just one?
2 beds per room.
Excellent. So, actually, how many are there? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's perfect. All right. I give him 15 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Well, that'll include the drinks as well, correct?
Yeah, of course. Drinks, the bath, you name it.
There's 8 of
And the
us,
baths and stuff like that.
but 7 if we don't count Ilias, whatever his name is.
Fallister Fist.
Oh, leave Ballister alone. He's a good
Dallister
bloke.
lives here.
Oh, well, so there's 7 of us.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Well.
She got her own room.
Mm-hmm.
So, Saren, what's going on with that? Are you actively pursuing that, or are you just flirting?
All in the chase.
I think she's a little young for you there, Saren. Good sir, could we also have like a variety of meats and cheeses and breads and stuff to snack on? Once anybody wants a full meal.
Sure. I believe in the South they call it charcuterie. I will make arrangements.
Oh, yes, I know that word.
And
yeah, that. Jesus
Yes.
Christ, Chris. You are way too fast.
Yeah, they bring out meat and cheese boards for you, and ale and wine if you like. Oh, that one looks good.
It does look good.
Yeah, I love it.
So, I have a question. Have you ever thought about going back to your orc people and telling them?
Ogre, kind sir, not to correct you.
I apologize.
No, they're not ones typically to be reasoned with, and I don't have another one of these. And he taps the circlet.
Good
They
point.
give you, as you are here at the Candlekeep, I assume, did it give you magical powers as well? The ability to cast spells and stuff?
No, just gave me a high-powered intellect. Not to brag, it's true, it does. I've just taken up pursuits of being a scholar, a lifelong student, if you will.
Oh, well, that's very admirable.
Yes.
Casanova reaches into his pocket and he's like, "Do you want to learn how to cast spells? I have." And he takes all these pieces of paper out. I think this is called feather falling. Feather falling. Do you want to learn how to do that?
Show him the crate trick.
Oh, you want to learn how to make a crate? It's fantastic. You create a.
Yes, make a crate. That sounds very intriguing.
Nobody sees you.
Yeah, I think Cassie found somebody to
What was the ogre's
battle
name?
with and
Gary?
Little one.
That's right, little one. Thank you, little one, for all your hospitality.
My pleasure, and don't hesitate to ask if you need anything further. If you don't mind, I'll get back to my book. Maybe another time, wizard, with the spells. I'm not really
Just let
one
us
of my
know when the
pursuits.
baths will be ready, and that's it.
I'll have our girls let you know. Thank you. And,
Thank you.
puts his glasses
Speaking
back on.
as everyone kind of moves to the table, I go, speaking of which, are there any extracurricular activities in this place?
I don't.
You mentioned girls.
So this isn't Baldur's Gate, sir. This is Candlekeep. Not that kind of.
Always just
city.
asking.
Yes. Lonely, I suppose.
It was a long trip.
Yes.
I think the little one's needs to relieve some pressure.
Unfortunately, you'll need to earn it here versus paying for it. So sorry.
No, I always try to do that too. fucking gifts, man.
Carrot Bukaki.
Don't even know what to say to that.
Thank you. You don't have to. You just laugh.
All right. So you got your ales. You get a couple deep, and the place is nice. It's you're comfortable. It's cool outside, and the fire in the middle of the room has warmed the place. It's just very comfortable, and you just get drowsy just almost instantly with the full bellies and all the ale.
Gentlemen, what's the plan here? Do we want to? I mean, we're giving this puzzlebacks over, and I assume that we're getting a reward for this. But I mean, what if it's just like, hey, here's a couple hundred gold, and thanks for your time?
Well, what do you want?
I don't know. What do I know of Candlekeep, Gary?
Uh,
I mean, like rumors, etc. Like
rumors, not so much. I mean, Candlekeep is, obviously famous, world renowned as basically
like fantastic things, like
biggest library in the world.
Biggest library in the world. Like their hallways are paved with gold. There's things floating to and fro.
But if she can solve that puzzle thing, and if she's half the wizard that Fallister said she was, she's got to have an idea of what happened to that city and how it just disappeared. I mean, she's got to know something, and she's got to know possibly what's going to happen to Baldur's Gate.
And perhaps, there's another thing that we can maybe ask, and maybe she has a way to find out where that shield went. Maybe
that's a good point,
Ryan. Or for Thorbeck. Maybe Thorbeck, I'm sure Thorbeck would want it back. He looks a little sullen. Well, wait a minute. He always looks that way. Never mind.
Do we have any ideas as to the value of the puzzle box?
I don't know what something like that would be worth. I know it's valuable. I would probably say we're looking, at something at least in the thousands. It depends on what it does, right? And what it's supposed to be for. Do we even know what it is or what it's for? Other than that it's a puzzle box and that it's magical. I nudge Saren. Do you know what it is?
The box? Nope, not a clue.
So you recall that Fallister Fisk had said something about proof of Thavius Krieg's involvement in the destruction of Elturel. And that was what Silvara was after.
Okay.
But in addition to that, Candlekeep, I mean, there's nothing like Paths of Gold. That's Oz. You do notice that it's like a wizard's wet dream. There aren't any guards because there are so many mages and archmages about that they simply don't need them. You do obviously have the opportunity, if you like, to go shopping, take a look around, see if you can.
Sure.
Find something.
So we'll finish our. What time of day is it, Gary?
About noon. You're getting day drunk a little bit, not too much.
Yeah. So just a couple drinks to get the edge off. Try and cheer up Thorbeck a little bit, and and maybe I know, and maybe go take a walk and see what the place entails. Go drop up our stuff up in the rooms, and then go do that. Get our baths, and then maybe go out and go on the town.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Does that everyone sound good with that?
Yep.
All right. Fresh, clean, suited, and booted.
I'm wearing my Aurelios stuff.
Okay. Excellent.
So I'm dressed to the nines.
All right. So you're walking around. It's cool outside. It's fallish, and but you still feel nice. You've got full bellies, warm with ale still for those who partook, and you walk around, and the beauty of the buildings. As you traverse the grandiose environs of the place, a messenger approaches you running, and he kind of looks you up and down, looks over at all of you, and he says,
"Settle down, catch your breath."
And he holds his finger up. Thank you. Brother Francis wishes to speak with you. He's in the central garden just to the east. You are the new folks in town, right? The ones that came in with Fallister.
That is correct.
Ah, okay, gosh. I've been wrong before and have accosted the wrong people, much to my embarrassment, but...
Could you lead us there?
Sure. And he takes you down the pathways, through the gardens.
God, the place with so much magic, and they have a guy running to send us a message. Don't they have owls or something?
Yeah, really. Or even like a raven.
Can't they do like a sending spell or something, or message?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not familiar with all this.
Maybe we're supposed to be wowed by their low tech.
I would expect him to be at least like flying up or like gliding up or hovering.
He kind of hangs his head a little bit.
Hey, so what do you do?
I'm an apprentice. It's just one of the tasks I do. I'm sorry if I've let you down.
Well, no, that's not. It's just more the place, the ambiance of the place. I'm sure you are a little disheartened too when you got here, how amazing it was, and now you're just running around delivering things. That's not what you're here for, I'm sure.
He's got to run through his paces. There we go.
But here's the thing: you're only an apprentice if you want to be an apprentice. Okay?
Yes, aspire to something greater.
Master Fallon says the same thing, but we must pay our dues, and that's sort of what I'm doing today.
You know what?
I'm sorry, I can't fly.
No,
I can do this, though.
Dues.
No. We just assumed that things like this would happen. Like
what does he do?
He cast. It's like prestidigitation. Does like a little sparklers off of his fingers. Ah!
Look at you! Very impressive.
Yes.
I look impressed.
That would drive an ogre away. Do you know that?
I've never, well, apart from little one, I've never seen been around a mean one.
If you did that in front of a mean one, he would run so fast you wouldn't even see it.
Trying to get him killed or something?
I'm giving him.
No, that's not fit.
When do you think he's going to be fighting an ogre?
I can still hear you.
What's your name?
Fallon.
Hi, Fallon. Nice to meet you. I'm Avelios.
Ivelios. Got it.
Correct. Good. And so what level of class are you right now? You're an apprentice, but what level of an apprentice are you?
His background
Did you
level.
just get here?
No, I was raised nearby. I've just been an apprentice for, well, just under a year now.
And so what decided you to become a wizard? Is that something your family forced you to do, or is it something that you aspire to? Do you plan on becoming a great adventurer like us?
I'm a little afraid of being outside. I was more interested in studying with the books and all.
Oh, so more of a scribe and a scholar then.
Yes.
An advisor to a king, maybe?
I like the sound of that. I hadn't given it much thought, but...
Well, boy, you need to... How old is he?
He's very young, maybe 15.
Well, boy, you really should just set your goals and strive to meet them. Now, look at this poor sap here as I grab hold of Casanova's shoulder. He doesn't have any goals, and look at him. Look and he's been doing this for a while. He's just all disheveled. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, let me tell you something.
He's a great friend to have.
I, like you, started off as an apprentice at an Institute of the Arcana. And let me tell you something, kid. You need to get out of here as quickly as you fucking can. No good can come from staying here long term.
Can't go out and fight ogres with prestidigitation.
I'm giving him confidence. Yes. Always keep in mind, if you can see it, let's say, if you can picture it, you can grab her. Wait.
You've lost me, halfling.
Yeah, he loses all the time. Oh, here we are.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry, the next garden over. And he walks 10 more feet.
I hand him a couple silver.
Oh, thank you. And he takes off. And so you got to view the towers and libraries of Candlekeep, and they're very impressive. And as you make your way down the immaculate streets as you enter this place, you notice the gardens and parks dotting the city are just as beautiful.
And there's a strange mouse standing on 2 feet with a blue hat with stars and moons on it, with these brooms that are sweeping themselves.
Yes. So you make your way into the central park, and you see several marks. I can't read my own typed handwriting.
No, that's pretty appropriate.
Several monks talking quietly or reading. And one monk in particular, though, catches your attention. He's much older, it seems, and he has several chains of various types of metal hanging from his neck. And he's just sitting in the middle of the park, just pondering, looking at a statue. And I have a map for this.
Does he look like the guy from Game of Thrones that was wearing the chains all the time? The Meister? Yeah.
The Meister.
The Meister, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? You guys remember that in Game of Thrones? The guy with
Yeah.
all chains on?
I think I've seen that show.
Game of what again? I'll have to write that down.
Yeah. A Sword of Fire and Ice.
Let's look that up.
Yeah, no, that's where I got the token. Actually, it was from the Maester. But nice. He just stand there and he's looking at the statue. And he sees you enter the garden. He sees the messenger run off, and he waves over. Hi there.
We move on over.
Did I? I put you on the map. Feel free to move yourself. Several friar tucks walking around. They all look very similar.
I walk up and I extend my hand in greeting. Hello, you have summoned us?
I like to talk to new folks in the town. Where have you come from?
Baldur's Gate, sir.
Pardon my manners. I'm Father Francis.
Hello, Father Francis. I'm Velios Gallandel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And he gazes at the statue in front of him, and he says, "What do you think?" Many people say he's thinking. But to me, it looks like he has a terrible headache.
It does look like he is in some sort of despair. I can't tell what it actually looks like other than the guy's on his head, his hands on his head. So
yeah, you can see what you can see.
It looks like maybe he can take a poop.
Or that. Yes, he's not wearing any clothes. The one behind me, obviously, the man carrying the weight of the world, and the one up front, the dancers. But this one here, perplexing. Pooping, thinking,
Perhaps he's
headache.
Yeah, perhaps he's pondering some great catastrophe.
Yeah,
like cities sinking into the abyss.
So what brings you to Candlekeep?
Cities sink into the abyss.
Word has traveled ahead of you. What is it that you plan to do?
Well, we did uncover a ring of demon worshippers and foiled their plans for a ritual to sink Baldur's Gate into the 9 hells, but whether that's the only one, we're not sure. That's why we're still investigating and trying to get information from here.
And he looks over your shoulder and sees Thorbrek. Ah, hail, fine dwarf. Might I have a word with you?
I step aside and let the dwarf go for it.
Yes?
Saren raises his hand. I need an adult. I need an adult. I need an adult. What is this appendage sticking over this sphere right here?
Let's take a look. We need close eyes on this one, my friend.
Casanova, get your mouth off that.
So Thorbrek, while everyone else is looking at the wiener on the statue,
It's a foot and a head.
the old man looks at you and says, "You look very familiar to me. In fact, I'm sure I know you. Are you a religious man, dwarf?"
Man,
Not really.
"Oh, but you could learn to be someday, I'm sure." And he looks you in the eyes and says, "I have a friend who says he'll only speak with you." And he just says this to you. And he says, "I want you to come with me and join me. And I need you to roll a wisdom save."
God.
What the hell?
Can we, do I see him doing this? Or understand what he's doing?
No, I think you walked up after he said that to him. He's all smiles.
There's my normal wisdom save.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Yeah, so he whispered it to him before he could. Well, make a perception check and we'll see.
Sure. I mean, I am.
Right, but he saw. Right, but he saw you. You weren't trying to hide. So I mean, yeah. Make a
Yeah,
perception.
I had to open my character sheet.
Gotcha.
Perception.
Okay. Yeah, you hear him whispering to Thorbrek, asking him about his faith and whether he'll join him. And Thorbrek, at first he's like, "I'm not very religious," and then he kind of nods his head and says,
Sure, lead on.
"Very good, very good." He rises slowly. And
Can I maybe make an insight on this? Or
And
figure out what he's trying to do?
he walks over to Thorbrek. He said, "Well, it was very nice to meet you, Evelios, and the rest of you, and the little one with the statue wiener. But your dwarf friend has decided to join me. He's agreed to follow me, and we'll be on our way."
I move right up to the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I quickly pull out my short sword and slide it up right up into his ribs, and I don't stab. I like just hold it right there, and I go, "This game's been played too often. Stop it right now."
And he make an intimidation check. Very well, rogue. And as he says that, he changes to his true form. Into the Cambion you had fought before, Thorbrek's shield still attached to his back. And he turns to Thorbrek. The fucking beast will only talk to you. He won't obey me. I need you with me.
Sword slides in now. As soon as he turned into it, sword went right into him.
We got to roll some initiative.
Sure.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, we can't get freebies.
Now, should Cyril and I roll since we're trying to decide to measure the dick of the
I'm
thing?
assuming we don't have the temporary hit points today, correct?
Yeah, when we woke up, it lasts all day.
Except for me, because he gave it to the girl. Oh, that bastard.
Yeah.
Well, you're hiding behind your cookie all the time.
Ray is still back at the doohickey, the inn.
Is it freaking... Oh, hold on.
Is that everyone?
Man, if we only got our magic stuff first.
There we go.
Wrong button. All right.
God damn it.
So I'm gonna let you, since you're there, you slid up behind him as he did that. I'm gonna go ahead and let you make an attack roll, Mr. Sliver, but not with it. Well, I'll say with advantage, but only not in a set. Well, I guess you get that too. So let me.
Well, I'm flanking with Thorbrek, so
yeah. All right. So,
he's not fighting. He's not fighting though, right? Technically, so I wouldn't get advantage from flanking because he's just going along with him.
that's true.
Isn't Bruce Wayne fighting right now?
Yeah, Is Thorbrick charmed or something? Or
is.
okay.
Yeah, it was too familiar to last time, and I couldn't let it slide this time.
Yeah, something definitely stuck out. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
26.
26 hits.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. All right. You stab the Cambion and... Oops.
I kind of want to just stab into his wing to try and clip it. No flying away this time.
Uh-oh.
Unless it's magical flight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going by what the character would do. I mean, these wings just showed up. I would just...
Other people transforming.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So the monks that were up there...
Oh, shit.
They all revert to their true form as well. The Cambion...
Casanova, heads up!
Does what he does. He takes off into the air, and I will put him at...
This thing's up, all right. This thing is up. Oh, wait, sorry.
So was that attack my
Hypnotic.
reaction, or do I get a reaction now with them flying away?
You get an attack of opportunity now.
Okay.
Yeah, you just miss. So his wings just sort of smacks you in the, to affect your ability to stab him. He flies up in the air, and he will fire a couple of rays down. And
the 17 hits.
Okay.
And I'll uncanny dodge it, so I only take 5.
All right. Hang on just a sec here. I think he gets... It must succeed. Charm for 1 day. Basic commands, spoken commands. Okay.
Yeah, he has to take damage.
All right. So, Thorek, you are under the spell of a fiendish charm. So, basically, you are charmed for 1 day. If you suffer harm from the Cambion or any other creature, but you guys don't know this, or receive suicidal command, you can repeat saving throw. Yeah.
His last command was to follow him, so Thorberg just follows him around.
Yeah. So he
Come with me. All right.
shoots a couple of fire rays at you, and Saren, you see this happen. You guys are inspecting the statue. You got your measuring tape out.
I don't need an adult. I don't need an adult. And he goes to hide behind the statue, hugging it up close. I don't need an adult. What's going on?
Ooh, we're all impressed, but calm down.
He will reflex, shoot a firebolt at Camdion flying away.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll my dudes.
I just pictured after the credits roll, at the end of the movie, and we're all looking at the statue dick. You're right, that is impressive. And Thorbrick's like, you call that impressive?
End the scene. Fade to black.
Yeah.
18 misses.
Ah.
Flies right by him. Just misses.
And that's his turn, kind of surprised hiding behind the statue.
Yeah. He does a barrel roll through the air.
What's he doing back?
Thorbrek, your master has asked you to follow him.
All right, so I'll move over. Hey, guys. I'm going away here with my friend.
Okay. Be back before dark.
You see him trying to flap his arms.
I shoot under a look and just shake my head.
That moves to here. Oh, shit. About here-ish. This guy moves.
Those 3 are on foot.
Yeah, these guys not that. The one with Hunter will attack Hunter.
16 and 24 hit.
All right.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I will. How close is this?
3 fucking attacks. Jesus Christ.
It's too far away.
And this guy will actually double move to here.
Oh, 60 feet. I'm going to cutting words the one attacking Hunter. Oh, never mind. I thought that guy wouldn't make it to me. Never mind. Likely going to save my cutting words for this guy attacking me.
Okay. This guy will
Probably a good idea.
attack Sliver Evelios. Uh, 17. There's a 17 just hits. Yikes. So 8 plus 15 is 23. 31 points of damage.
Great.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And Thorbrek, you hear in your head the laughter of the shield. Ah, take me back. You should kill him. And you have like conflicting thoughts in your head about what to do. He's such a dreadful bore. And that's their turn. Sliver.
I disengage. Move to here. Stab this guy in the back.
All right.
21 hit him.
It does. You get advantage anyway, so yeah.
For 24 points of damage. Yes, 24 points of damage.
Okay.
That was 20. And I move over to here.
So.
Smooth. Very good.
Got it. Okay. You've already used your reaction or your.
I used my reaction last time. That's why I didn't do anything to the guy attacking me.
No, I mean, if you move there, he'll get an attack of opportunity against you.
No, I used my bonus action to disengage for the round, so all my movement
is it for the round?
Yeah, it's for my entire movement.
Okay.
And you can move, stop, move.
Okay, got it. All right, so Hunter, you're up.
All right.
Sorry, I couldn't stay around to give you what you needed.
Yeah, you're low.
That's fine.
Yeah, too bad.
And claw. Now, I'm unarmed attacking. Do I get like a bonus attack too? Like I would if I was dual wielding?
As a bonus action, you could do
I
an
get
offhand attack.
right.
Right.
That's what I
Only
mean,
if you're using a light weapon.
So unarmed, no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That would make you a monk.
24 and 19. Yeah.
They both hit.
Cool. Oh, don't count the lightning. I don't know why that's hooked up.
Okay.
Just the slashing.
Got it.
Lightning
Okay.
on next round.
Yeah, he's bleeding either way. Stay where you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Master Tradus.
All right, I'll head over. Help out here.
Just hit.
Sweet.
Thunk. Makes a sickening sound.
And
He's still up, but
bonus
barely.
action.
Okay.
Let's I'm gonna spend a key point and flurry.
18 hits, but the 15 misses. Okay, the 8 was all exactly what you needed. Oh my!
Sweet.
Yeah, he falls. All right. Do you stay where you are? Do you have movement left?
I do.
Oh no! Shoot.
15.
Let me fix that real quick here.
Yeah, I think I'll just stay where I am.
Got it. Shit. I fucked this all up here.
falls from the sky and drops the shield.
Okay. So there we are. Casanova.
All right, how far in the air is the handsome flying man?
40 feet.
God damn it. All right. This one's attacking Siron. I'm going to look at the one attacking that's right next to me, and I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to him, stop attacking and go take a run to Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
And he's got a DC of 15.
All right.
I've been jogging forever.
Fuck.
Aw.
He just makes.
Or maybe not. You know, that's up to you. Have you seen this dick?
Nice one. Stay where you are.
That's not nice to call Saren that.
All right. You stay where you are. I can't hear you if that's an affirmative.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Wait, did we skip? Oh, no. Cambion's turn. He
All
will.
those demon people look like.
He will fly up to here and he'll just hover over here 40 feet above the statue, and he will cast multi-ray at Hunter. So he shoots rays from his fist.
21 hits, and I'm resistant to fire.
Okay, so half rounded down. Yeah. He's just kind of hovers in the air there. And Saren, it's your turn.
And I'll cast Blindness Deafness on this creature right next to me.
Okay, con save. Oh, he failed.
Yeah.
Is he blind or deaf?
Blind.
Nice.
And I duck out of the way. I go pass right through him and go to the other side. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Quick, Cassie. Kick him in the nards.
And at the end of each of its turns, it can make. Okay, cool. So no damage does anything to him. Thorbrick, he's not really going anywhere, so you don't really have to follow him up in the air unless you can fly.
Not yet, I can't.
Okay. So these veterans will. This one will rush down to here. Closest target is Hunter. He will multi that. And he will change that first one into a crit.
Alrighty.
So you take 11. You should have turned the other one, but that's fine. You take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. I am resistant to slashing that is not magical.
These attacks are not, I don't think. They are not magical.
Okay.
All right, that's his go. This one will swing around where he thinks. Actually, yeah, he'll take a swipe at where Casanova is with disadvantage since he's blind. Let's see, blinded automatically disadvantage on attacks. 9, 13, and 15.
The 17 hits. Oh, wait, no, yeah, 15. The 15 hits, sorry.
Okay.
Cutting words it.
All right, yeah. Yeah. Any number would do. Oh wait, no. 2 would be 13. That just does it. So he misses. distracted by
Jesus.
Saren. Look, it's the Goodyear skyship. He can't see, but his head just instinctively pops up.
Where?
Where? Oh, shit. That's his go, and that's his go. It's Sliver's turn.
Is it a bonus action to drink a potion or a full
action?
action to drink a potion?
He gets to roll to save against the blindness now.
I will.
Right, thanks.
Drink my potion.
14 con save.
Just makes it.
For 5 hit points.
That sucks. You would have had advantage on the attacks against him too. All right. So you've drank your potion. Would you like to move? Or
I am going to
hide behind Tradus?
move over to here and as a bonus action, hide.
Okay. So roll that stealth. Okay, pretty good. Hunter.
All right. Bonus action, I will.
And you've seen this before too, and Thorbreck's just like looking up at the guy googly-eyed. And it's not like Thorbreck to do that. He's just holding his shield, just kind of like leaning on the ground. He's just like staring up at the guy.
Okay. I now have lightning claws.
All right.
And I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me.
So Hunter cuts himself. The 17 hits.
9.
Okay, he is still up.
Damn.
Crackling with energy. But alive.
That is it.
All right. Tradus.
All right. Get right up there and attack.
All right, 24 hits. Oh, you thunk. You can see the blood, and it feels sick when his helmet or head plate or whatever that is just sinks in, and he just falls over instantly.
All right. Sensing something is up with Thorbrick, I'll smack him across the face.
Okay, we'll allow.
Disregard that advantage.
I'll give it to you since he is googly-eyed. So
okay.
All right, Thorbrick, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Just backhand.
Yeah.
Snack out of it, man.
That's a monk backhand, though. Those really hurt. So you can repeat the saving throw, wisdom save. DC 14.
Oh, come on.
You're still charmed. He just smacked the shit out of you, and you're like, he looks at you, Tradus, and then he just looks right back up at the Cambion. And the Cambion just laughs. We're leaving here together, but not until all of you are dead.
Did you just see that, Tradus? He just pulled Mama's hand at the marketplace.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to get about there.
Okay, cool. Casanova.
All right, I am way too close to this gentleman, so I will cast
Kick him in the nose.
Misty Step.
You do have advantage if you decide to attack, just to let you know.
Oh, really? Oh, is he still blind? He didn't have the
No,
thing on,
but
so.
you're flanking.
Oh, okay.
He would be able to get advantage if he moves away from him, too, because he's blind.
He's not blind anymore.
Legs are spread.
Oh, he's not blind anymore? Oh, okay.
No, he made a save. After.
All right.
Up to you, whatever you want to do. Just
yeah, I'm still going to Misty Step the hell out of here. And
he hurts. It hurts.
I'm going to go over here. And then I'm going to cast on him Ray of Frost.
The Cambion or the other dude?
Oh, well, the other dude who's next to Sierra.
Got it. Okay.
Demon Pants.
You miss. Saren's sort of in the way. You're like, Misty Step.
God damn it.
And
disoriented from the teleport.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not how you kick him in the nuts, Cassie.
I'm pacing myself. Thank you.
So the Cambion, he'll spin around. He's got some targets now. I'm going to roll a D6, ignoring the 6, and start with Hunter and go clockwise. But he may not see Sliver. That would be for Sliver. So he's going to roll. What'd you roll? A 19?
19.
Perception. He doesn't see you at all, so he turns his back to Tratus. And he will fire beam you. From his palms come fire rays at you. 13 and an 18.
18 gets me.
All right. 10 fire. And he kind of likes where he is. He's going to stay right there. He's going to maybe fly up in the air a little bit. He's now 60 feet in the air. Wait a minute. Would he do that? How long? Let's see.
What's the range on Fire Ray?
It's 120 feet, so he could just really GTFO and just destroy you.
Just asking.
Yeah, that's why I checked. Okay.
Is Thorbrick over there flapping? Trying to follow him?
With, with his thumbs in his armpits. Saren, you no longer have advantage. Casanova has fled the scene.
Let me check
Sorry?
Sharon's like, quit kicking, and then realizes he is standing there alone with this big demon guy. Oh man, blindness if it's only 30 feet. I disengage.
Okay.
And get the heck out of dodge. And running this way, I'm looking at the guy up on the statue, and Sharon's like, I guess you're right, guy. I guess you're right, Cassie. That guy is too chicken shit to come down and face you.
What?
And then he just kind of ducks behind this big fire pot.
Is that so, wizard?
Asshole. I said no such thing. You look glorious up there.
Do the crate.
Thorbrick still drools, unfortunately. The veteran of Zerial will come chasing after Saren. And he will attack you. He will make
Sharon's like, oh, he's the one who slept with your mother. He's the one.
He will make the second one a crit. This is.
He can make a natural 1 a crit.
He can make. Only if it hits. So the first one he turns into a crit. So.
I was like, that's
16,
broken.
I shield him.
How we used with that?
He turns it into a crit though.
But it doesn't hit.
It does if it's a crit. Crit automatically hits.
No.
But if the 16 doesn't hit because of AC's 20, it won't hit.
To trigger the ferocious charge, it needs to hit.
Right. Good point. All right, so he misses. All right, so he still has his ferocious surge charge. Okay, so he misses completely.
You gotta hit it to crit it.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's true. He misses completely, bounces off your shield, and that's his turn. Sliver.
I kind of just I come out and shoot an arrow at the guy in the sky.
All right. He doesn't even
21.
move, and it just. How was it? 21.
Because I was hidden, he didn't see me, and I popped out and shot him.
So if you pop out, well, let's roll on that. If you pop out, you're not really hidden anymore, and he knows where you are.
Well, I shot an arrow from the. Well, he doesn't know where I am. That's what the stealth was for.
Well, he knows about where you are.
Sure.
The first attack where you're hitting is usually that's how it works. But then you're revealed, and they can see you and target after that.
Let me roll.
And he already rolled the spot check and failed. That's why he switched to Tratus in the first place.
Yeah, that's right. Unseen attackers. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah. So that is, you do get advantage, and he did not see you. So a 21 does hit.
Excellent. Why is this in the way? I can't click on the damage. There's the rolling to hit boxes in the way. Like it, how like you get the mouse, the pop up. Here, I'll
Type a little something, make the scroll go up. There you go.
Oh, thank you. No, need one more. There we go.
Ooh.
And as I'm standing there, I'm like, perhaps you should just give up now, before you're dead, and leave us alone.
Are those attacks magical?
They're not.
Okay. All right. I don't think I took that off. He looks down at you. Oh no, this fight is to the death. He's coming with me.
And then
points over at Thorbrick.
Well, we're not going to let him go with you.
That's why I'll kill you all. And Hunter, it's your turn.
So, I wasn't done. I move over to these bushes and stealth again as a bonus action.
Okay. He watches you the entire way.
Sure. I'm playing musical bushes.
Sharon shouts out, "He's not exactly a baby, you giant stork. How are you going to carry him out of here?"
So make a stealth roll, but with disadvantage because he's actively watching you. Okay. And let's see if he perceives what happens to you after you get in there. Well, we'll do that to see if he decides to target you.
Yeah, that's fine.
No need to rush it.
Let it simmer.
I skipped somebody.
Yeah, you skipped me.
My bad. All right, Hunter.
That's right. Yeah. All right, I just drank a health potion because I had to roll my wisdom save to make sure I didn't go up and slash Thorbrick.
All right. Oh, like half hit points.
Yeah. Also, I found this so I can make a bonus action attack with my unarmed strikes. It's at the end of that paragraph.
Oh, okay.
So
Sweet.
from now on, I guess one of that. But I just took a health potion so I can get there. And that's it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Tratus. He's way up there. He's just smiling around.
He's just smiling. Cocky son of a bitch.
Yeah, and he knows he can't leave here with Thorbrick with all of you still alive, so he's got to do something about you.
So much for this place of mages, right? None of them are flying by, apparently.
Not at the moment. That's weird, right?
How convenient.
As soon as the battle's over.
Yeah, they all show up. It's just like the city guard.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, what happened here?
Right. 17 just hits.
Why did you kill these poor people? What?
Yeah. All right. This guy has not been wounded yet. But now he has.
Yeah, I'll spend another key point for a flurry.
All right. Flurry.
Oh,
Oh, no. Your
Lame.
flurries have not been hitting properly.
no.
Okay. So you bonk him on the head, and he just gets woozy and just like falls out of the way of your flurry of blows. Just kind of reels on his heels. Casanova.
Actually, hold on a second. Tratus, what level are you?
Well, total 5.
5. Oh, you're something else, right? You're not 5.
1, cleric 1, monk
Yeah,
4.
that's fine. Okay, never mind.
So Casanova, Saren just had come over and said, "That's right." Basically sold you out, threw you under the bus, told the Cambion that you called him a chicken shit, and now he's ducking behind the this planter.
All right. Shit. I will cast Ray of Frost. I'm sorry, Ray of Sickness on the one in front of Sarum.
Okay.
at level 1.
All right, you hit.
Yay! And for my movement, I'm gonna do 15.
And he
Go over
is
here.
poisoned until the end of your next turn.
He gets a Constitution save though.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
And also, thank you for your service.
He's a veteran. I get it now.
Thank you.
He fails. He fails. So not only does he take poison damage, but he has the poison condition. The Cambion, he will fly over to here. Chicken shit, eh?
I did not. That's what you call libel. I did not say that.
He spins around like a 360 fire raise at you.
Fuck me. All right, I cast shield,
Okay.
which takes care of the second one, but the first one hits, and so I'm on fire for 14.
Yikes. Yes, that was hefty.
Oh,
damage.
-6 to cutting words. He misses.
He misses.
Awesome. Thank you, Saren.
Saren with something quippy.
One more thing. He doesn't
And
even know what the Goodyear ship is, but he looks.
I have a question. That statue in front of me, how tall is that?
I don't know, maybe 8 feet tall.
Okay, all right.
Also, libel is print, slander.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you, J. Jonah Jameson.
Point of reference.
Photos of Spider-Man.
The werewolf stops, pulls out a pair of glasses and a small book, and looks through it. It says right here.
Yeah, licks his thumb.
Excuse me.
Yeah, licks it, turns a couple pages.
It's the Cambion's turn. Now it's Saren's turn.
That's awesome.
We can't hear you.
How about I unmute myself? How far away is this Camden from me? More than 30?
The
Less than
Cambion
30.
is 60 feet in the air, so yes.
Why don't you have fire rays?
But I have disadvantage right now. The creature in front of me, this demon, blindness, deafness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's con save DC 14 again.
Okay, got it. Coming up. He rolled 12.
Oh,
22.
jeez.
Oh,
He's not blind or deaf, but he is still poisoned.
yeah. Now it's my turn.
Thorbrick, I guess you're good where you are. Just drooling, looking up at your glorious master. The veteran will attack. Let's see here. Let's see. That would be Hunter. So, Hunter, you get some of this. And he got back his ferocious surge.
Wow.
Those all hit.
All right, he'll turn the last
Oh
one.
he's at disadvantage. He's poisoned.
That's right.
Okay, the first one hits.
Okay, he'll turn that into a crit.
I was helpful.
So take 11 plus.
Like 5 plus.
2 piercing. Yeah, so 5 plus the 2 piercing.
Or 1 piercing.
Or 1 piercing.
That's right. Yeah, so 6.
Not 2, 1. That is the other ones are dead. It's liver.
I pop out, move over to here, fire a short bow at the Cambion. 17 hit.
17 misses. I have a 19 armor class.
You're catching them.
You really should just maybe make perhaps a deal with us instead of you give us the shield back and then we're good. And I'll move over to here and
Yeah, he's really convinced after you shot at him. 17. Hunter.
All right. Claw and claw and claw. Oh.
Middle claw hits.
You have advantage.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 14 and the 19 would be the first roll. Now let's switch this to.
Okay. And then take that damage there. I can hear someone's nose breath. I'm not sure whose it is. I'm guessing it's Blue.
Blue. All right. Here's.
Yep, that's it. That hits.
Wow, same amount of damage.
Interesting.
And then I'll just roll one more for that last advantage.
Oh!
Nice.
shredded.
Yeah, that does it.
Oh.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
25 points of damage. Damn.
You just go full on immersion blender with the guy. You just yeah. You just shred him to pieces. Sweet. He is no longer.
Yeah. Like to throw the head at his boss up there.
You know what I miss about this edition, Gary?
It gets really close.
You know what I miss about this edition?
What's
is the combo attacks. Remember how, like, bears, if they hit you with both their claws, they bit, or the rake for cats.
Yeah, some of the creatures still have that. Like if they run and pounce on you, they get a bonus bite or something like that.
Owl bears do.
Mm-hmm. Tratus. Can you fly?
All right. Well, since that fucker's way out of melee range, I will guiding bolt and miss.
Oh, you miss.
I thought you were going to throw your spear.
And stay where you are.
Sure.
All right, Casanova.
All right. Casanova just says, fuck it, looks up at this guy, rubs some bat shit and sulfur in his hands, and casts a fireball at him.
Nice. Ooh,
even though I'm sure. Get the fuck down here so I can suggest something. Of course.
Takes half damage.
16.
And half of that again.
8.
Yeah. Boom! It explodes right around him, and then just you see he's singed, and he looks down at you, and he just sort of smiles, and you can see the fainting embers mirrored in his eyes.
All right. And now I'm going to go over here. Hey, Sierra, my good friend. How you doing? Let's hang out together.
And he will... I didn't like that wizard. He'll fly over to here, and he will cast this on... Oh, can't be. It's too far up. Actually, he will drop down to the ground. Oh, yeah, he can do that. He will drop down to the ground and says, "You all don't look so tough." And he looks over to... I think maybe he lands on this potting thing and tries to... No, here's good. He looks over at Casanova, casts Fiendish Charm. So roll a wisdom save. Oof.
Ugh.
I want you to kill that little one, and he points to Saren.
Again.
And
oddly, this feels familiar.
And then that's all of his movement. And
wait.
Made an action.
Can I use counterspell? Or is that a spell?
It's not a spell. It's a feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right.
Let me double check. Yeah, it's a feature. Just an action.
Can I use counter feature?
If you have that, sure.
No? Okay. All right. I'm going to kill you, Sauron, you little shit.
All right. So for the time being,
You're not-
he is on the ground. That is his
You're not half
go.
elf by any chance, are you? Immune to charm at all?
No, I'm not.
Oh, well, there you
Just a straight variant human.
Saren, it's your turn.
Gotta catch me. And Saren's going to run and grapple Ambient.
He looks down at you. What the hell are you doing?
And does Cassie get an attack of opportunity?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. 21 to grapple.
Ooh, okay.
Creature.
Nice. Wow, that's impressive.
So I've got acrobatics or athletics here. Do I got either? Skills. I don't. So it's either dex or strength. Both the
It's like
same.
having a 3-year-old on your leg. Or more like an 8.
Oh, you got him.
I
Cleaning
wish I had
approach.
2 attacks. I get a shocking grasping.
So you
So-
got him. You got his knees pinned together, and he's just like off balance, trying to hold on. Get off me, you little shit!
Quick, get him! And that's all I can do, really. I am going to Bardic Inspiration to who we got? Where'd he go? Sliver's too freaking far away.
He's
Sorry.
hiding.
Tratus?
Give it to Casanova.
Would Bardic Inspiration help his wisdom saving throws by any chance?
Oh, Tratus is charmed.
For Thorbrek? His saving throw at the end of his turn?
Oh yeah.
Give it to the goddamn werewolf.
Thorberg doesn't get to make a save until he gets hit or
Oh.
something like that. Right.
That's right.
Oh, I thought it was at the end of his turn.
Not for this one. Same for Cassie. So you've got,
Yeah.
and you both. Everyone knows what's going on here. You heard him specifically tell Casanova to kill Saren,
Gotcha.
and Casanova's like, okay.
Done.
All right. So
Done.
Tratus gets the Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, as far as attack roll.
Okay. Are you a D8 now?
Are
Are you 5th level bard?
No, it's still D6.
Okay.
I'm 4th level right now.
Oh, right. Stay where you are. Oh yeah, you got him grappled. Of course you did. Thorbrek, you're good there. I guess. Sorry. Veteran. Sliver.
So, Gary,
Yes.
we got this a while ago. So, three doses of poison, DC 10, con paralyzed till the end of the next turn, apply to weapon as a bonus action. So, if I were to dip arrows in it, how many arrows would I get instead of applying it?
Well, if it's in the
I think it was.
if it's in the bag of holding, then it takes an action to draw an item out.
It's in my pocket. It's on my belt. I have it on my person on my character sheet.
On your character sheet. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So that's what I want to know because you said it would one dose will coat the weapon for the combat, and then how many arrows would I get with it, or just
One arrow. Yeah, you could dip one arrow to shoot it as a bonus
Okay.
action. Yeah.
No, I meant overall. How many arrows would I get per dose? Just one.
One. Yeah, one weapon, so one arrow.
Okay. So it would only be one attack if it was on a weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
You
So
could
I
go
dipped
grab
the-
that arrow out of him and use it over again if you like.
but it wouldn't be poison anymore because it'd be so wiped off. So I'm going to dip the arrow, pop out of hiding, and fire at him.
Okay. All right, roll that beautiful beam footage.
So 20.
A 20. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you hit.
It does 12 sneak and 6 piercing.
Got it.
It's not magical, unless the poison makes it magical. But he needs a DC 10 con versus poison, unless he's immune to poison. And I will now change that to 2 doses instead of 3.
Okay. So, roll the poison damage.
There is no damage. It was just
Oh,
it was
right.
just
Paralyzed.
a
All right. Okay.
realization.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a damage one too, but I'm not using that one yet.
So he is resistant to poison damage.
So he would get advantage on his save.
Yeah, I think so. All right.
Roll shitty, please.
Con. Here we go.
Damn it! Oh my god!
What's the DC? Oh, 10. Yeah.
10.
Yes. He's still there though in Saren's grasp.
My bonus action was to coat the arrow. I now move up to here. Over to here.
Got it. Okay. Hunter.
Oh, advantage.
Whoa.
God, why do I keep forgetting to roll advantage?
Yeah.
I'll just roll 3 more.
Just in case you crit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So 3
right.
hit.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
25, 24, 22?
They all hit.
Okay. Yeah, that was... There you go. Wow, those were pretty crappy rolls.
Let's add this up here. Help me out.
What do you want?
13.
So, do you want this damage separate? Is he immune? Is he resistant to lightning or?
Are these magical
23.
attacks for slashing?
33. Yeah, just the lightning's magic.
Okay, so
it's
18,
20.
26, so minus 13.
Yes, 26 slashing and 7 lightning.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yes, he looks rough, but he's still up. He'd have been on the threshold had all of that been magical.
Don't kill him. We need them. We need to find the shield.
He's got it. It's hanging on his back. You can see it.
Oh,
yeah.
Kill him.
Trade it.
Sorry, I misspoke.
All right. Move up.
That's for my weapon damage. That's only the lightning is
Oh, okay. Ah, cool.
only
Thanks.
the lightning is magical.
Being grappled, do I have advantage on melee?
No, not. You don't.
No, he's
Only
not
if he's
restrained.
restrained, and this doesn't technically restrain him.
All grapple does is keep him from moving.
0 movement. So he can't
Oh,
fly.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a real good move because he can't fly up in the air now.
Yep.
Yeah, you hit.
Thunk.
Bonus action unarmed. Nice.
You hit.
Sorry.
And that's my turn.
All right, no flurry of blows this time?
Nope.
Okay, he looks really rough.
Hasn't been working out too well, so.
And Casanova's about to kill Saren.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Hey,
He
I could kill him if I wanted to.
All right, Casanova, go try to kill Saren.
All right. Now move over here, and I'm gonna cast Fireball. No, just kidding. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on Sarum.
Okay.
DC 15.
DC 15.
So you do take the poison. 9
Yeah.
poison.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to. My mouse is messing up its hold. So 7, DC 13, you said?
15.
DC 15, holy crap. I'm going to do my favorite by the gods. I had 7.
So 14. You missed it by
14.
Yep. And so I take poison damage.
9 poison, and you have the
one. And you're poisoned
poison condition. Till the end.
till the
of-
end of your next turn.
I think it's
Okay.
till the end of Casanova's
Saren's
next turn.
next turn.
Casanova's.
Just die.
Saren's
Just-
next turn.
Just die, Sarah. Just go ahead and die, please.
So I take 1 point.
No, Casanova's next turn.
I take
Poisoned till the end of your next turn.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Meaning me.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. I thought it was like reading it as in like you were getting this.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Mr. Cambion, what will he do? He will try to charm Saren.
Get off my leg.
Everybody go.
Wisdom save.
Let me think. How many ways can I save?
P first, Darren. P. Mark 'em.
And here we go. Wisdom.
I'm
4.
surprised Hunter doesn't pee on things.
Oh,
And I already used my freaking favor by the gods.
That wouldn't have helped you anyway.
Yeah.
And he says, and he looks at Tradus and he says, kill that one. Let me go and kill that one. But you don't have to do that until your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, you've already made your turn, so that's his turn. So it's your turn now anyway. So you let him go and you kill Tradus.
It would have been more fun if you tried to kill Casanova.
And
Yeah, but then the spell would be broken.
That's true.
You wish.
He can charm any number of people. That's pretty fucking great.
you said I have to attack.
I don't use these guys.
You said it to Tradus. Right?
Tradus. To Tradus.
So I let him go, and I try to.
He said kill that one. So
Yeah, it would be. Ugh.
He didn't say let go. He just said kill him.
no, he did say let go.
And Tradus wearing metal armor.
No. He's a monk.
Well,
He's a
shit.
monk.
just a patent leather dress.
You're gonna hate this one. Level
It
2
was an old
hold
wedding
person.
dress he found in the dump.
Tradus.
Wisdom.
And of course, it didn't do the right.
That
It's
doesn't
DC
kill anybody,
14.
though.
Oh. Cool.
You're paralyzed. Yikes.
Health. Parallel.
Thorbeck drooling. Sliver leaning on the statue. Trying to check out the dork on that one. It's hard to see. You have to climb to look between the arms. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to.
He's still on the ground and will be until his turn. And then he will be most certainly taking off again.
I will move over to here. And I will attempt to stab him. Where's my damn character sheet?
If you had enough movement and got around to here, you could have advantage. I don't know if you
Yeah,
did or
let's see. I
not.
was right here, so I go 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would put you here. Do you have 30 feet? Yeah, you don't have enough.
Yeah. But I kind of like that spot better than between the two warring children.
Mm-hmm.
Take that for your poison.
And I stab him.
You stab away. And that hits as well.
Nice.
All right, he's got 8 hit points left, and you're doing half damage here.
Well, that'll do it.
18.
I do
That
9.
does it.
And my offhand was just about to slide in.
All right.
Keep that to ourselves.
He looks over at Thorbeck, and Thorbeck, his eyes just meet yours for a second, and then the spell breaks on everyone.
No, you just look at, you see the look of heartbreak on Thorberg. he was my friend! And then he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then, Tradus, you're still paralyzed. Yeah, everybody just sort of like hands on their knees, panting, and Tradus just stands stiff as a board. And that
And then I stop concentrating.
I walk over to the canyon
you take a moment, do you?
and I I search his body.
All right. He has nothing on him, but
I can grab the shield.
Well, no. Will you let me finish first? I pull the shield off him and toss it to Thorbrick as he comes closer. Well, lift it and try and toss it to Thorbrick because it's probably fucking heavy as fuck.
he has an amulet of Zerial around his neck worth 100 gold pieces.
Yoink.
And that's it. Actually, he has some spears stuck into just a holster or whatever on his back. So 2 spears. I don't know if you're interested in spears.
Amulet
But
of Zeriel.
yeah.
100 gold pieces.
Hey, Siren, I'm sorry.
Does any guards show up now?
Nah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
so
It didn't hurt as usual.
you see the same messenger guy. I forgot what his name was already. It's Alan. He comes up and he's got a couple of mages, and their hands are just like brimming with fire. And they're like, "Ugh, what's going on here?"
Demons?
Look at all the dead people.
Demons?
There was some major shit going on. You missed it.
And you're
I am-
because our services are on sale right now.
I thought this place was supposed to be secure.
Well,
I don't feel safe.
you're welcome to leave then, sir.
Can we fill out a survey?
Why? You obviously need our services. You have a demon infestation.
Who's to say he didn't come with you? We'll take it from here. And they all walk over and kind of like shove. Step aside, nothing to see here. And
You got anything?
so they
I
just
heard
sort
all
of like
over.
the guy, just like the cameo, just crumbles into ash eventually. And
I
disappears.
heard. I am in pain.
Drink a healing potion.
I already did.
Drink another one. Don't we have like 80 of them?
Well, that's a lot of money. Do you want to just burn through hundreds of gold?
Go have a seat down. Take a rest.
They're hard enough to come by, aren't they?
I'll get off.
I'm sure there's a cleric or something in here that we can go to and get healed.
Walk it off. You're fine.
So,
He
Casanova,
tore through my nice suit.
in your head, you hear a voice.
Oh, God.
Is this Casanova Frankenstein? This is Silvera.
Oh,
We're ready
this
to
isn't
see
Casanova.
you now, if you're ready, or we could wait till the morning. We'll leave it to you. Please
People,
respond.
there's a voice inside my head that's telling me that she wants to meet with us.
Whoa. Didn't you guys already have a bunch of voices in your head and you tried to kill each other?
I had a voice in my head. I didn't. Well, yeah, I did try to kill, but it wasn't the voices.
Oh,
So-
it wasn't.
Well, yeah, it wasn't me. What I'm saying is, when I heard the voices that was a command. The only
So-
voice I heard was the shield.
Who's the
What are
voice
you hearing?
coming from?
The voice is the
Silvero Savicus.
sorry, yeah, Salvira Savicus, and she's the one that we're supposed to bring the puzzle box for. Fallister's love interest, in my opinion.
So let's go.
You hear in your head
Yeah,
again.
we wanna
I'm
wait.
still waiting for a response. I'm eager to see you and the gift you're bringing. I'll send
We
Fallister
are
over
eager-
right away. I know where you are.
Okay,
Let's hurry up. She wants to meet.
she's gonna bring Fallister to us. So I think we can just wait here, and Fallister will come.
And then
I'll go tap
right in
one
front
of
of
my guards.
you, Fallister appears in a puff of smoke. Ah! Gosh.
Dude, you almost lost your head.
Boy.
Daggers were out, ready to go.
He looks around.
Look at you teleporting, you cheeky devil.
She did it to me, and with very little warning. Jeez.
Not the first time I've heard that.
So, You see the tower up there? And he looks, and it's like super high, like maybe 150 feet up. She'd like to meet with you now, if you can.
Sure.
I don't think we're doing anything else. We've already
Really?
almost died.
We're waiting.
Can I take a small rest before we go?
Yeah, Sliver, stuff those guys back inside you. Let's go.
She's very eager to see you. You look fine to me.
God damn.
I'm sure she'd probably have some healing.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you make your way towards her tower.
I'm so mad that I got blood and holes in my nice outfit.
Mending.
You can't fix this, Casanova?
I don't have precipitation or mending. I don't have that.
All
You don't
right.
have anything useful, is what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I took Thunderclap instead of getting bending or messaged.
Thunderclap? Isn't that what the horse give you?
Yep.
Oh.
Why do you think I got it? I'll be right back.
All right. So Fallister, he leads you along a meandering trail through the keep, past towers, quiet gardens, and whispering monks. You climb so many stairs that you're short of breath by the time you reach the large wooden door that Fallister opens for you. The walls of this circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand behind the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved onto the floor of this chamber is a large 9-pointed star. A middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes stands by one of the windows, caught in a fugue of intense contemplation. Perched on the corner of a table nearby is a spindly little demon with warty green skin, buggy eyes, thin black horns, and a whip-like tail. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you.
Look out, a demon!
She rubs. Oh, don't bother with her. And she says, she rubs her hands together. Jezebel will cause you no harm, although maybe a little mischief.
The demons downstairs didn't cause mischief.
Let me show you something here.
His name is Jezebel.
Yeah, that's what he looks like, or what she looks like. Oh, damn it! Show players, show to everyone.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casanova, I think you dated something like that, didn't you?
Oh, why do you bring up your mother? You should call her.
I laugh. Good one.
All right.
Ow. It hurts when I laugh.
So you're in Silvirus Abacus's tower, and she rubs her hands together and says, "So what have you brought me? Do you have the cube? So eager to see it."
Okay. We're gonna need you to calm down just a second. We've just been attacked.
Is there a chair nearby, Gary?
Yeah, there. Several.
I point over there. Do you mind?
Where are my manners? I'm sorry. You look a little bedraggled. Please make yourselves at home. Have a seat.
Thanks. I slumped into the chair. Sorry if I get any blood on it.
I'll clean that right up. And she casts a spell, and your blood on you dries up, and your clothes are mended perfectly.
Sweet. That's a bonus. Thank you so much.
And then you see a tray walking by itself, and it's got drinks on it. And the tray is set down on the table next to you.
Oh, nice. Now, Sliver. It's not nice to bleed everywhere.
One of those
It's all
houses.
clean. But when I drink, little streams of water come out of me.
Yeah,
Like cartoons.
like cartoons. Yeah. So I'm sorry I'm so eager. It's just that I've been suspicious of Overseer of Elturel for some time now. No one wanted to hear me.
Yeah.
Didn't believe me.
Well, it did take a while for us to travel here.
Yes. Well, I appreciate the journey. It is a long one, I know. But like I said, no one wanted to hear me, didn't believe me. Krieg is regarded as a hero who saved his city from the undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Elturel itself.
Well, that was bullshit.
Well,
Jeff?
no, it's not bullshit. He just changed teams.
What do you mean? He did it by just basically punting it on the road.
Yeah, he passed the buck.
He,
So basically, we explain all we know about what's her face's little mentor
Mhm.
and the family that was in the shield, and how they were going to do a ritual, and that's how the city of Elturel got sucked into the abyss because of it, and just explain everything that we know to her.
I believe it. Davius, I met him some time ago. He made all the citizens of Elturel swear an oath called the Creed Resolute, which binds them to defend the nation of Elturgard. But when I met him, my instincts told me he was nothing but a charlatan. I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using that Creed Resolute to bind all of Elturel with that dark deal. I wish to prove my theory, and I believe that the evidence is locked inside the puzzle box. So,
from our understanding, he did it to save Elturel, but didn't realize the implications of the contract he had signed.
There's only one way to know for sure, and she keeps hinting, holding her hand out. The reason why you're here.
Hey, Thorbrek, you want to get that out and hand it to her? I think it's in the bag of holding.
Sure.
Hunter's a little paranoid. Can he insight check her?
Yeah.
Me.
Seems legit.
Thorbrek just hands it over. Doesn't
Yeah.
even question. You're really good at that today. The last few days, aren't you, Thorbrek? Just handing things over.
Yeah. Yeah. And Thorbrek, you hear in your voice, back together again. Off to hell soon, I hope. And then she kind of looks oddly at the shield, almost as if she heard. And she practically snatches the puzzle cube out of your hand. And she looks it all over, and she rubs her hands all over the surface of it. And she looks it to her closet familiar and says, "Jesse, be a dear and fetch me that vial over there." And the thing just kind of like rumbles around, knocks stuff over. Not that one, the other one. And it picks up a vial and dutifully returns with a flask of a very dark liquid. And she unstoppers the liquid, pours it carefully into the maze-like troughs carved into the box's surface. She then tips the box.
Is it a red liquid?
No, it's a dark liquid. She then tips the box so that the liquid flows sort of in certain directions through the maze-like pattern on the box. The box begins to turn on its own as Silvira chants, and she lifts her hands towards the cube. Tendrils of red mist stretch from her hands and envelope the spinning cube. You hear sounds what sound like metal shifting, like clockwork, and you watch as the box's horn inlays pop loose, and it breaks apart, falling on the table.
Like into pieces? Or just open?
Like this. So
oh, sweet, we get to see.
Yeah, so the box falls apart, and inside the box, you see floating kind of in the middle. I don't know if you can...
Is a small hologram of a middle finger.
Wrong box, asshole.
Yeah, you can see they're plates just sort of connected together. There's 9 linked plates, 3 inches wide, cast of dark iron, and they're stamped with runes. So eventually... her spell fades and it falls to the ground, and she picks up the metal plates and holds them up. Infernal, of course. I suppose I'll need to read this. It says, "It is indeed his contract. I knew it. I knew it." And she looks over at Fallister, who's kind of like nodding his head. Yes, you're smart.
I love it. You're awesome. I'm surprised Saren is drooling all over her. Look at that.
So she begins to read Krieg's words. It says, "Be it known to all that I, Thavius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters and for all time. I will place her above all creatures living and dead, and I will obey her all my days and beyond with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as the High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that's Zariel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge. Thavius Krieg." And she just kind of drops it on the table.
I'm an asshole.
Saren's just eating popcorn. Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, and Rhea's
Where'd
there
she get
too,
that?
and she's shaking her head, just like she just disbelieved. She knew that that he was involved, but maybe didn't know to the full extent that he knew from the very beginning that Elturel would be damned. Maybe he thought he'd be dead, before it happened.
Okay, wait. Isn't she? She's like she's. Wait, aren't you? And he looks at Rhea.
Rhea's not here.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
she's
she?
there. Yeah, she's there. Yeah, she came with
Oh.
you guys.
Oh, we got her first?
Yeah, she met up with you there.
Oh, okay.
Isn't she? Aren't you a servant for the
Hell Riders.
yeah? So aren't you in service then to
Aye,
Elturel?
aye, she says. If Zariel wants my soul, she could try to take it. And then she looks over at Silvera and says, "Do you think there's a chance that Elturel can be saved?" And Silvera sort of just scratches the side of her head and says, "Well, the good news is that Elturel may not yet be destroyed. The bad news, it seems, is that the city in its entirety and all of its residents are now in hell."
So what are you going to do? How are you going to help it?
It's,
I look over at Casanova. I don't think it's what she's going to do. I think it's what we're going to have to do.
What?
She's she looks at you and says, "It's hard to say. The power to bring an entire city into the bowels of the nine hells is great indeed. I feel for Elturel's fate, but I sense all is not lost, at least not yet. I have seen visions of Elturel hanging above the river, Styx slowly being drawn down by chains into its murky waters. I don't know if it's true or just a dream, but if you could stop it somehow from being drawn down, perhaps what remains of Elturel could be saved."
Us stop it. You just open that box that not. I don't think anybody could open. You've got all these magic users here. I mean, you're telling me that everybody in this goddamn city couldn't do something to bring that place back?
She looks around and says, "We have terribly important business to deal with here." And
We are idiots.
Rhea just Rhea just looks at you, and she looks around at you all like disgusted. She's like, she pulls her sword out.
Captain Picard.
Yeah.
I pull a Captain Picard and got my hand over my face in the chair, just shaking it.
So Rhea gets mad, and she pulls her sword out, and she kind of like holds it out in the midst of you. I'm willing to brave the 9 hells to bring back my city. Who's with me?
I'm going.
Do you pull your sword?
Sure.
Sarah-
I'll pull both of them.
Saren goes to stand next to her.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's got her sword like she wants you to touch it in the middle.
We gingerly touch our tips.
Whoa, you touch your tits? What?
Tips.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
yeah.
Both of the
Aaron, get your
I
hands
probably
on
would.
There's children around. I pointed at Saren.
Casanova.
yeah.
Oh God.
How did you not know we weren't going?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I thought we were dropping off the box to a bunch of wizards who were gonna
You
do all
honestly
their
thought
wizard shit.
We're doing all this, and then we weren't going to go and try and save the city if we could?
I honestly thought they would.
My arm's getting tired.
Well, I mean, I assume we'd have more help than just us 6.
All right.
Don't get me wrong.
Can
Score's only an 8.
Can I speak to Salvira alone away from the group for a minute?
Sure. Rhea sheathes her sword, and
I down what's left of the drink I have, and I take another drink.
well, I'm going, she says. Stomps off.
All right.
And I drink the second drink and just guzzle it.
All right.
All right, so you walk away to Silvira, and she's like packing away, you know, like cleaning up the mess and all that, preserving the contract.
Obviously, you want us to go, and some of my friends here are going to go. Now, I need something from you in order for me to go. And just so you know, I'm quite a powerful wizard. Not to toot my own horn, very powerful, but I keep it on what's known as the down low.
Do you have something
In order to go,
that you value
do I
more
have
than
something?
anything in the world on you right now?
Yes.
Let me hold it in your hand.
I don't think that's appropriate.
I have my name.
Hmm.
Sounds like someone's taking a trip to HR.
Yeah.
I know it's.
You don't want to see that.
Here's what I'm saying. I'll go with my friends, but I need 25,000 gold pieces, and I need a cleric who can do true resurrection.
If you bring back the city of Elturel, I can agree to that.
Then that city is as good as brought back, darling.
Oh, there is a matter of the reward for bringing me this fantastic piece. And she just looks over.
Is that 25,000 and a cleric who can do true resurrection?
No, I do have some platinum pieces. And I have a few magical trinkets I no longer need.
Oh, all right. Well, then let's go over to my friends.
I'm still in the chair, just staring off into space, going, "Fucking hell!"
Casanova comes back. You guys are right. You've convinced me. We are going.
Rhea
She's gonna
kind of
bring your
lifts
wife
her
back?
head up.
Right.
Cass, she's gonna bring your wife back, isn't she?
Well, she isn't, but she's going to find a cleric who will. So,
Well,
Yeah,
that's good.
you believe her. She
Maybe you
gave her
should see
word.
if maybe you should see if even if we don't. Well, I guess we don't. If we don't come back at all, it won't matter.
valid point.
Okay. So she hands you. She gets a little chest out, or not a little chest, but
Oh,
or takes. We'll say she takes you over to a table and
Leave Saren alone.
and it's folded up with like a crushed velvet cloth, and she unfolds it, and you see several items sitting on the table. She gives you 800 platinum pieces.
Holy shit. 800.
And these various magical items. It's what I have to offer in reward. Take it or leave it.
Oh, wow.
With the platinum, you could maybe go down and, I don't know, purchase something else before your trip. Arcane Provisions is a nice store. I would recommend them highly.
Arcane provisions. Okay.
Provisions. We're gonna need healing spells as well, or
You could find them there.
we tend to get hurt.
Do they
I see.
sell
She
sell
casts
spells?
prestidigitation on the chair you're sitting in to clean up the blood.
Do they sell spells there?
I believe there are scrolls for sale. Yes, of course.
Right.
I would like the mortuary sword. If that's all right.
Yeah, you guys work it out.
Right.
Wait,
Well, the Pearl of Power would be either Saren or Casanova.
I think you would do better off with the rapier for post.
Who, me?
Yep.
No.
It gives you a chance to use an attack on reaction. That's doubling your chance to use sneak attack.
Drop the mic.
Boom.
I don't use rapiers, though. I use short swords.
Then use a rapier.
I don't want to use
Because rogues have that.
Because it's fantasy. And you can pretend it's a short sword.
But, yeah,
I guess I can use a rapier in my main hand and a short sword in my offhand, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but look what the mortuary sword does.
Plus
It's pretty
1.
badass.
Yeah, but what's more badass, that or having backup attack as a reaction?
I've always wondered with those swords, when they say on a roll of 20, or is it just on a crit you get that?
I always think it's a crit when it says a roll of 20.
Yeah, natural 20.
A roll of a natural 20.
Well, the reason why I say that is because, like, warriors and whatever can actually, they get the better crit on a 19 and later on an 18.
Yeah.
Also,
It don't-
how many times do you think we're going to fight undead things in hell? I mean, it's probably not coming up a lot.
Yeah.
It's unless they are a construct. They don't take that damage.
Oh.
If they're a construct or undead, they don't take that damage.
Oh, well, then why would you want that? We're going to be fighting tons of undead.
Yeah.
Are we?
It's hell.
I would think we'd be fighting demons and devils.
Demons, devils, undead things.
And that would be a good thing for Thorbrick.
A short sword?
Yeah.
Not really.
I was thinking I was just reading the bonus to it.
Yeah, I'd be interested in the sword or I guess the ring.
Yeah, I was going to say the ring might work for ring of protection, might work for the monk.
Or the wizard.
Or I mean, listen, I love rings of protection.
Pearl of Power would be good for
The wizard.
anybody half caster.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
the
the
boots of
shield?
speed. The boots of speed would be hilarious on a monk, but
Yeah, I was going to say.
Or Thorbrick.
The boots of speed are
Yeah.
really good for probably hunter.
I think they'd be good for Thorbrick.
Or, yeah,
Oh yeah,
me.
Thorbrick, definitely
Well,
Thorbrick. Yeah.
Or,
I like Ring of Protection for Hunter because I can use it werewolf form too. But again, I'll take any of this shit except for the Pearl of Power and
Yeah.
the Wand of the War Mage.
right.
So I'll take whatever's left over. I don't care.
Yeah, and the Pearl of Power would be good for Hunter also.
See, the problem with the rapier riposte is more than likely I'm not gonna try and stay in melee combat with things. So I don't want to be
Well,
attacked.
Well,
So I'm
besides,
gonna disengage out of combat almost all the time.
well, besides myself and Hunter, who's a caster.
I'm not a caster. I have some innate spell
He
casting
meant
ability.
Saren.
Okay,
Oh.
Well, you got
that's what I meant. Sorry.
Tradus is also.
Yeah, he took a dip in
Caster.
cleric too. Yeah.
Just a little bit of casting.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do we want to think about this and figure it out before we start next week? Because I figure we're going to be shopping and we're probably going to wrap up in like 20 minutes. So instead of,
That's the goal.
so maybe we just think about it and we'll let
Well, we
Gary.
can go shopping. Let's
Well, that's what I mean. Go shopping now.
see what
Figuring.
else we can buy too.
Yeah.
All right. We'll work it out in Discord. How about that?
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right. So
Is that sword doesn't look like it's in the compendium.
no,
I've never seen it
I
before.
made it up.
Ooh.
So she gives you the platinum and barely waves goodbye as you leave her tower. She's just still enamored with this artifact.
Thank you, lady.
Fare thee well. Come back before you leave. I have a way to get you where you need to go, if you know what I mean. And then, like,
That's-
she looks over her shoulders and her eyes just like flicker with flame.
Yeah, because
Wow.
I don't know how the hell else we would get there, to be blunt.
Hunter holds a book in front of himself.
Never had someone
can
say
send
go
you
to
there
hell
if
so
you want.
politely.
Good point.
All right, so you make your way to the. Oh my God! Why do I keep opening GIMP?
If only that was a battle axe of her post, huh? Thorberg.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So you make your way to Arcane Provisions. And
Oh, look at that.
I really-
Fantastic.
That's cool looking. I really do want that black and red armor though.
oh, that's happening.
Get the glove. I don't care. I wear a glove.
Oh,
Yeah.
the win.
All right. So you walk into Arcane Provisions. Do I have something to say about it? I think I do.
Black and red. What?
From
Sword?
the Michael Jackson video.
Yeah, it was on
The leather jacket, but like armor.
I don't see any armor. What are you talking
The
about?
only thing magical about it is it plays the beat
No,
from
he was talking about it in Discord.
Thriller.
Oh. I'm looking up and down those shops. Like, what? It's like one of those Facebook puzzles. Like, what?
Right. Which thing is not real?
It's
So
a big
your
ass-
your eyes are filled with wonder as you enter Arcane Provisions. Magic items of all sorts decorate the walls behind the counter. The room appears to be empty, but you notice a quill scratching away on a piece of parchment. And then you hear a voice from that general vicinity. Customers. Must be new from the expressions on your face.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Actually, is this tomorrow? I assumed we would have went to
It's getting on towards evening. I'm Ander Kilthorn. Welcome to my shop. And then the quill sets itself down gently on the table, on the counter. And then the cork floats over and stoppers itself in the inkwell. And the inkwell is pushed to the side with the quill. What
Oh,
can I do
geez.
for your fine folks today?
Well, we were sent here by the recommendation of Lady Savakis for you to help equip us. We are
Silvera.
Savakis. Silvira Savakis.
Well,
That's what he used to call her in school. They're old friends.
Yes.
Isn't that who we're talking about?
It is, yeah. I'm sure you could pronounce it.
How did you
whatever
pronounce
way.
it? How do you pronounce it?
I said Savicus, but that's, whatever.
Sure.
Whatever. The reason I laugh is because you always murder all of them.
Yes.
You're
Just
kind of
make it 7.
you're kind of famous for that.
Right.
That's how they would.
Just make it simple. I am Queen Kevin. Something like that.
So, Lady Savick, whatever, however.
I know who you mean.
Our good friend Silvira sent us here, all right?
Yes. Yes. Ah.
We're on a mission from God. We're
Interesting.
going to hell.
I have several wares for sale. Oh, you can't see my hand. Damn it. Stupid curse.
Yeah, we're looking around. Where are you, by the way?
I'm
Yeah,
here
what
in
happened?
front of you. Just invisible.
Oh.
You can't see me. Accident. You're new, right? So I was trying to enchant a cloak of invisibility. I bit off more than I could chew on that one. Bit of a curse,
jeez.
bit of a blessing. Depends on the day, I suppose. Excellent for a prank, I tell you.
Yeah, really. People see right through you, though.
Clever. Never heard that one before.
Well, you are transparent.
Oh,
If you don't mind, I can cast a little light on you to help show you. Won't hurt at all. Won't hurt at all.
Sure.
Freaking all these spells. What the hell?
Very
DC
far.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
DC
see the
14.
faint blue outline of a humanoid, a human male, and he looks around the shop and is there anything you're after in particular? I have a list. Would that be helpful?
Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
We're especially interested in anything that could help us versus demons and devils, and since we have to go to hell. Like, I mean, we weren't joking. We're literally going to hell. Potions of healing.
He nods. Good luck with that. Here's what we have to offer. Might get other shipments in, but as for now, this is what we have in stock.
Of protection.
Would you say?
Cloak of protection.
Yeah, I know.
5,000 pieces of gold. Jesus Christ.
Very expensive.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. We have money. Too crazy.
I have a couple spells. He pulls out a bunch of pieces of paper. Do you have a spell or a scroll for enlarge and reduce?
What do you need that for?
Oh, you like to know.
Love it. Oh, jeez. And he looks there and he's got like a little shelf with a bunch of scrolls in there. And he goes through and let's see here. Enlarge, reduce. These used to be in alphabetical order. I'm going to have his head. Enlarge. Yes, here it is. This one is marked 150 gold pieces.
Okay. Take that.
So how much? How much do you guys have total?
Well, we have 13,265 gold pieces, 2,800, so 283 more gold pieces, so about 13.5 gold, 100 gold, 834 platinum, so that's another 8,000, so around 21,000 gold, plus some various things that are worth money that we could eventually dump.
Let's say 21K for shopping purposes for today, then.
Sure.
Mace of Disruption would be awesome, but a little pricey.
Well,
it's like half of our gold.
well, I think anything protection would really help.
There's 2 rings of fire resistance. That might be good for us.
Hey, those winged boots would help so I can fly.
Yeah, that's always nice. Let's start with small things and work our way up. We don't need so things we can cross off the list. Arrows of dragon slaying. The arrows, maybe a couple if we got some money left over. We don't need to bag a whole carpet of flying. Meh. Cloak of protection's probably a really good buy. Fireballs are going to probably be very useless in a fireplace. Another pearl of power. Damn, like a periaptive wound closure. That's a pretty good one.
What the hell is that?
It heals you.
Oh, okay.
Keeps you from
Stabilize when you're dying. Start of your turn. in addition, whenever you roll hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points it restores.
Yeah, pretty much
Are you
exactly
reading that
that.
from somewhere? Is that off the top of your head?
It's
I
in
just
the
searched it right before.
Because at first I was really impressed.
Yeah, no, don't be.
Your memory is encyclopedic.
the Ring of Fire resistance, of course, were really good. At 6,000 gold for both of them.
Yeah.
That's something that's really something we should grab.
Mm-hmm.
Do either of the casters have Featherfall?
Yes.
I have Featherfall.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we don't need a Ring of Featherfall.
No.
As long
Well,
as it's nice to pick up if
there
there's
are
actually-
6 of us, and Featherfall only worked on 5 people.
Right.
Unless
So
you're
we both
at
have
a
to
higher
count.
level, right?
Oh, it's 10.
No,
Yeah.
it's
What if you
5.
cast it at another level?
No, they don't,
No,
it doesn't
it's a
offer
stagnant
that.
5
It's
people.
it's just 5.
Yeah, but if
It's
we get
not
the boots at flying, then
Yeah, but the monk flies on his own anyway.
Okay.
Well, I could just get the flies. Well, one of us could get a fly spell, and then the other, just saying.
Well, there's 2 of you to cast Featherfall too, so they can hit 10 people.
This is gonna go well. All right. A couple others.
I think the movable rod could be really useful.
Put in a vote for the Vicious Spear.
What's it do?
It's vicious.
Extra damage.
It's a spear.
It's magic and extra damage on a crit.
Yeah, the problem with buying you a vicious spear though is you're going to be punching people soon anyway.
Yeah.
So spending money on a +1 weapon for you is going to be useless in a little bit, in a few levels. I mean, what about
Yeah,
7th level? You stop. Is that when your fists become magical? Is in 7th?
6.
Yeah, 6, but 7th
next
for me.
level.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 7.
Um,
I mean, it's definitely something to think about because I mean, it's not super expensive as far as the weapons go.
Do you guys want to table this as well? I feel like this could take a while.
Yeah. So I think, at least for me, I'd like to probably in Discord, I'll email some requests, including Earthbind, which is a really good spell. Now that I'm reading it.
Well, I mean, we have the cost of the spell scrolls right there.
Yeah, spell
Right,
scrolls,
exactly.
basically 1st through 4th, you can have any spell scroll that's available in there
Ooh.
at that price.
And yeah, but then you're gonna have to pay 50 gold per level on top of that to have it transferred into your spell book.
Correct.
Right? Isn't it 50 gold?
Yeah.
Unless it's
So remember that into the price. So a 1st level spell is going to cost you 200 gold. A 2nd level spell is going to cost you.
Well, no, first level would cost me 100 because it's 50 plus.
That's what I just said.
Okay, I thought you said 200. Sorry.
And then the 2nd level spell is going to cost you 350.
Unless it's a school you know.
right.
All right,
Yes,
exactly.
of course. And this is school, The school, it's half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, half.
So 2nd levels are 350, and 3rd levels will be what? 1,550. No,
Yeah,
1,500 and 150. Sorry, it'd be 400 for a 2nd level spell and 1,500 and 1,650. Or
All right.
Level spell. So that could add up quick.
Yes. Well, I'm not going crazy. I mean, there's probably maybe like 4 spells that I was thinking about, including a tiny
we could
hut,
probably make
which I think might be a good idea.
What we absolutely
+2, you guys have not including loot, group loot. You probably got a little of your own on your sheets.
Yeah.
too,
Yeah,
for
I have
stuff
a couple
for
hundred
stuff like that. Yeah.
because that's what I've been using to learn spells as we go.
Yeah, I think I have a couple hundred on me too, like 300 or something. Because we took that one payout to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have almost 400 gold on me, so I'll throw it in the party treasure as needed.
Yeah.
So, does anybody see anything that absolutely 100% we should take?
Health
I think the
potion.
cloak of protection.
I mean, yeah, health potions.
Vitality
I think the
potions.
cloak of protection's a huge
Yeah,
one,
cloak of protection.
Vitality
Definitely.
potions.
The
All
2 fire resistance rings.
and the 2 fire resistance. So that puts us at 1050 or 10.5. So that puts us back down to 10.5. So we're at 10.5 with the 2 rings and the cloak of protection.
Well, I'm just going to say we should definitely save receipts and bring them because we need to be paid back for all this, in addition to any fees that we had worked out.
Sure. I'll just be happy to get back alive. I mean, the whole city will be in her debt. We'll be able to get shit for free.
Best to have it in a contract or at least a verbal agreement.
We're going to hell. I don't want to talk about contracts.
Yeah, the guy behind the counter says, "Yeah, be careful about signing anything down there."
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, what's the worst can happen?
All right, so are we wrapping tonight, and then we're gonna?
Yeah, I think.
So it sounds like we're already at 2 fire-resistant potions.
Rings.
2
Sorry.
sorry.
Fire-resistant rings and the cloak of protection.
Gee. All right, so that's 1050, like you said.
10.5. So 10,500.
Yes.
So that's what we have left because we had 2,100 basically.
Okay.
21,000. So.
All right, we'll give it some thought, and then you can just. I guess we can figure it out.
Did that include the 800 platinum pieces that we just got?
Yeah, that's 800.
Okay.
I wonder if I can just stick this in Discord.
We'll have a little. Yeah, you can just cut and paste it.
So what you're saying, the scimitar is not an option anymore.
Yeah, that's a cool scimitar. Basically a plus 2.
15,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, if you can make a good thing for.
Take up a lot of space, but there it is.
Ooh, it's a +2 weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you an extra attack as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good weapon. That's expensive, though.
Not as expensive as I thought for what it does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could trade in the rapier and see what we get for the rapier. Would we willing to trade in the rapier for?
Man, you hate that rapier.
It's not that I hate it. I just don't plan.
Did you have a bad experience as a child with a French fighter, or what happened?
I'm not the swashbuckling rogue. I am the sneak stab people rogue, and I run away. I don't stay in melee combat. That's a melee combat kind of thing. You stay in combat. So,
Actually, sorry, if you don't want that, I'll take it. I should probably have a magical weapon down in hell.
yeah, sure.
All right,
I mean,
so
I don't
I'll
have
grab
a
the
problem.
rapier.
I mean, because you're going to be in combat, and then you might pop claws, but you can still technically when you have claws, can't you attack with the rapier twice and then a claw with the offhand?
I can use stuff while I'm around.
Well, that's the other thing. Jesus Christ, I gotta stop the accent. That's that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Listen, you don't understand. There are nights when I go to talk to my kid or my wife after this, and I'm still doing it. So, yeah, exactly. So we should talk about what's going to happen to you if you turn into the Wolfie in hell. Because we don't know. That could have like a weird effect on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never done it in hell, so.
Well, obviously, yeah, but.
That's a great idea.
So,
I'm going to have to write that down.
Oh, fuck.
You can't use the rapier when you're a
potion of
wolf,
water
right?
breathing?
No, I can use things on a werewolf.
Why would we get a potion of water breathing in hell?
Breathe in lava.
Here you go.
We could have grabbed the potion of water breath.
They don't
Or, I
have
mean,
lava
fire
breathing.
protection.
The moment you transform all your first into. So you're a flaming werewolf.
A potion of gaseous form would be a good get the hell out of Dodge for somebody if they need to, or a potion of invisibility. Potion of invisibility is 15,000 gold pieces.
Love it.
Wow.
Is.
I'm a little
Why
hairy.
is it so expensive?
It's legendary, I think.
Really?
It makes you invisible.
Yeah, it's like a second level spell.
Listen, this guy's invisible. He can't sleep, and he's probably insane. So he's pricing it based on what he knows.
Invisibility.
Poison resistance.
Yeah, but I
might be
think
a good
this spell lasts whether you attack or not. So it's more like a greater invisibility.
one. Oh, okay.
The effect ends early if you attack or cast a spell.
Oh, really? For
Yeah.
the potion? And it's
I
still
just looked it up.
15,000? Wow.
It's exactly like the
seems,
spell, actually, the second level.
That just seems crazy to me.
Not this one.
Oh. So greater? That'd be...
Excuse me.
I mean, I'll get it eventually, but I think Bard gets it. Let's see. Greater. Ability.
Look
Bard,
at that.
sorcerer, wizard.
I've changed it.
Wow.
What about just? Does he have? I mean,
That's all he's got.
That's all he's got. Just like a +1 dagger or a +1 short.
Gary's like, listen, this is what you got. Don't be
Another shop? Is
assholes.
it the only shop?
No,
This is the only shop open.
The only shop.
Does it give us a discount because we know Sylvan?
No,
Ah.
this is it. This is everything.
Oh, you want to use a coupon?
Coupons.
That's why I said it in Discord before. There's just the one shop. So this is what we've got, plus the goodies that she gave you.
Yeah.
Buy away.
All right.
All right.
Your every post is in my.
I mean, the vicious spear is not something that's bad. I mean, Thorbrick could use the vicious spear too when
Tratus dies.
or when Tratus dies or when Tratus can start punching things. It's really hard.
Invariably,
You know.
you will die.
All right. Well, you guys talk about it, and y'all do whatever you want. Just figure it out in Discord, I guess.
All right.
Call it
Yeah,
for tonight.
I'll write up some spell ideas, and then we can kind of go from there for things that I was looking for.
Yeah, but with 10,500, there's not much left after like throwing things at spells too. So.
Well, I know that. I'm not trying to buy.
I'm just saying the spells are probably gonna be like 2,000-3,000 gold, depending on what you're getting.
Right. All right. Well, I mean, if we want to put our requests in Discord, and then we can kind of discuss it over the next week.
Yeah, we know
Sounds
what we're already getting, so that's good.
All right, guys. Thanks, Gary.
All right, man.
Hey,
See y'all.
great game.
See y'all next week.
Fucking
Later, guys.